What's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday and Happy New Year.
Let us know where you're joining from in the chat. Oh, hold on, we already got people in the chat. Let's get to it.
Nigeria, North Carolina, South Carolina, South Africa. What time is it? Oh my goodness, all over the world, literally. Wow.
Okay,
got some Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas, shout out to my Houston people. Southern California, it's not very sunny today. But it's a little rainy,
It's been rainy, yeah.
But it's all right. What's up, everybody? Let's get it, London.
Yes, yeah, welcome everyone in London.
Yeah. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you for joining us, yeah.
For sure. All right, we're gonna kick this off. We're gonna make this quick, but we're gonna have some fun. Super excited. Challenge starts in 3 days.
Woo!
If you haven't signed up, links down in the description.
Yep.
We're gonna kind of shortly reiterate some things. We don't want to just continue to tell you the same things. We're gonna give you some little bit more details of the challenge, what to expect. But we already have people live on the app, live on Solin right now, so we're super excited to get everybody started. And it's not too late. And the last day is Monday at midnight. So
yes.
Don't wait. Get signed up now. That way you also have information going into the next week. We don't want you starting day one and not having information on how to start the challenge.
Exactly,
So.
Yep. Yeah, so our first live in the new year. We're really excited about this entire year, honestly. We have some amazing things planned, kicking it off with this Fresh Start Challenge. So like we mentioned last week, the Fresh Start Challenge is not just 6 weeks and you're gonna have the transformation of your life, right? We want this to be a fresh start into the new year, giving you almost a kickstart to get going, because at the end of the 6 weeks, we want you to have that fire to continue reaching for your goals. We don't want it to be 6 weeks and done, right? So we want to set you up for success for the rest of the year and beyond. So,
but don't get me wrong, you can do some damage.
Absolutely.
Some serious damage in 6 weeks. And we've seen it firsthand, especially from last year's challenges, whether it was the Fresh Start or the Summer Ready Challenge. Real quick, drop in the chat if you've done our challenges before, specifically the Fresh Start Challenge.
Yeah.
You've seen some great results and you're excited, especially if you're on the Juicing Toya app. We just want to see a show of fires in the chat. Just so if you're new here, you can see just kind of the people who joined us in the past.
This is our third Fresh Start Challenge.
We've done a New Year challenge every year since what, 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, since 2020. And it's crazy to...
I think we froze.
We froze?
Uh-oh.
Did we freeze? Can y'all still see us? Can y'all still see us? Let us know. I think we're still...
We still see some fires coming in, so.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Yeah, let us know if we froze. It froze on our end, but maybe you can still see us.
Can you still see us? Let's see. You have frozen, still frozen. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Back. Can you still see us now? Can you see us now? Can you see us now? Still frozen. It should be coming back.
I think it's coming, yeah. I think it's coming. Here we go.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
All right, I think we're back.
All right, cool.
Happy New Year.
It's nothing like starting a new year off with some technical difficulties.
Amazing. Okay.
All right, we're back.
We saw the fires in the chat for people that have done this in the past. Like we were saying, this is our third Fresh Start Challenge. So each one, we just find ways to make it bigger and better. So we're excited for this one.
Yeah. So real quick, let's go over it real quick.
Yep.
6 weeks.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to start Monday, January 5th, and it's going to end January 14th through
February.
Oh my gosh. Julius.
Yep, so 6 weeks, the 5th to February 14th.
I got 3 hours of sleep, y'all, so bear with me.
Yeah.
We're going through a little regression right now. But 6 weeks long, February 14th through the 16th, we're gonna have some we might end it with a live stream. We'll kind of get into that as we go throughout the challenge, but it is 6 weeks long and every day matters. And we're gonna give you a guide. So if you are signed up, look out for that guide to kind of help you manage throughout the program. It's gonna give you some tips on what to do on each day, but also those days, it's 4 days a week. So on those days that you have off, it's gonna give you some tips on what you can do as far as recovery, or if you wanna add some days to it as well, it's gonna give you some tips as well. Cool.
So just quick overview, there are 2 different platforms that you can do the challenge on. One is on Solin. Solin is a one-time purchase. So you're gonna purchase the program and you have access to it for life. The other is on our Juice and Toya app. That is a subscription base. So the difference, the Solin, you are paying one time $50. Again, one-time fee, that's it. You get to keep the program. On the app, you will be paying $24.99, or you can do an annual subscription as well, and it is a monthly subscription.
We also have a sale going on right now.
Yes.
Link down in the description. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's a sale right now. If you want to get that annual subscription, we suggest you get it ASAP.
Yes, so both of the links are in the description. So if you're wanting to sign up, if you're wanting to join, if you want to look at the 2 different options, click the links. It will take you where you need to go. Don't go to the App Store. Don't go to Google. Go to the links, and the links will take you exactly where you need to go.
Can y'all tell we've said this over?
Yes, and so we just want to make sure you get to the right place, because we have had people go to the App Store and search things that is not us. It's not our app, and so we just want to make sure you're in the correct place. So that is a quick overview on the platforms. The challenge itself, you can do a follow along only, which is just like our YouTube workout. So it's following along with Juice or I. And then there's a circuit training program, which is going to be more reps and sets and is a little bit more go at your own pace. So you can do either of those programs. So we get questions every time, like, which one am I supposed to follow? The one that fits best for you. We will be doing the circuit training program, but you are able to follow whichever one works best for you, your schedule, your goals, and what's gonna keep you the most consistent.
So real quick, I'll just kind of explain which is for who.
Yep.
So if you do our follow along workouts, especially if you're new to what we do on YouTube and you've never done any workouts for sets and reps, we highly recommend sticking to the follow along program. Just because it's what you're used to, and like she said, it's all about whatever's going to keep you consistent. So if you feel like you like the videos and you don't want to really jump into something new, highly recommend doing a follow along. If you're someone who's been doing our workouts for a while, you've kind of heard about the circuit training, or you kind of do it here and there, or you go to the gym and do some things for sets and reps, we highly recommend dipping into the circuit training program. It will give you a little bit more fine-tuned results, just because you can customize it a little bit more to you. You can kind of change some things up. You can add some things to it. You can add sets and reps. And again, we're going to provide that information in the guides, but it's a little bit more specific and tailored to you. So we do recommend you try that out. But again, if you feel like you don't like it, or you feel like it's hard to stay consistent with, you can always go back to that follow along. One thing we don't recommend is just jumping back and forth, because we did design these programs a specific way. So we didn't design them to like do follow along
like
one day.
Interchangeable.
Right, we want them to be kind of in unison to follow all the way throughout the 6 weeks. So.
Also, the circuit training program is written to progressively overload.
Correct.
So if you're just jumping back and forth, you're missing days in the circuit program that might be beneficial for you to progressively overload. So if you get to later in the challenge, you're like, oh, I don't know how much heavier I should go because I missed the workout last time, that might affect the circuit training. But one thing I will say, if you are wanting to do both, focus on the circuit and use the follow along as supplemental. So you could do the circuit training program. Let's say you've got more left in the tank. You can hop over to the follow along and say, oh, what's the video for today? And let's say it's a 30-minute cardio and you only do 15 minutes, then you got 15 extra minutes of cardio, right? So that's a way, if you're like, I want to do both, I want to do a little extra, you can utilize the follow along. Even if you don't do the full video, you're getting in a little bit of extra cardio as well. So also, I forgot to mention, whether you're doing it on Solin or the app, you get both programs. So Solin gets the follow along and the circuit. On the app, you'll have follow along and the circuit. So regardless of which program you'd like to follow, they'll both be available on both platforms.
You get two different programs. We love to give y'all options. So again, go check it out. The workouts are, in fact, live right now on the Juice and Toya app, and they should be going live, and they should also be live on Solin as well. And we dropped them early just because we want you to kind of preview the workouts, just to see how to kind of manage. We don't want you to just jump in day one and not know what you're getting yourself into, right? So look out for those guides, okay? There may be some workouts where you need some modifications. This is where you kind of look through everything, and if you have any questions, especially if you're on the Juice and Toya app, this is the time to ask us those questions, and we can give you some of those modifications ahead of time so that you can just have a seamless experience as you go throughout the challenge. Same thing on Solin. We don't have a one-on-one messaging feature, but if you are looking through it and you see some things that you might want to modify, there's probably a good chance that there are some other people who want those modifications as well, and we can address that well ahead of time so that you can have, again, a seamless experience on the Solin app as well.
Oh yeah, cool. All right, so that is pretty much the gist of it. Again, if you're like, where do I sign up? How do I join? Head to those links in the description. You can click on both links and check both out if you are still trying to decide which one's better for you. I will also say on the app, there is a 1-week free trial. So you can download the app and use this time to check it out before the challenge starts. And if you check it out and you're like, not for me, then you can head over to Solin. If you do like the app, then you've got that free trial to kind of familiarize yourself with it and then decide whether you'd like to do the monthly or the annual. So last thing on that, if you do use the annual discount, which is also linked in the description, you do not get a free trial. So keep that in mind. It's the discount or the trial. But either way, both the platforms are great. Both the platforms will include the challenge. The biggest difference of both, the Solin, you will have an opportunity to win a grand prize of $50,000. Literally, we've had people message us say, is it really 50,000?
Yes,
it's really
cash.
50,000 of cash, right? So there's also 25 $1,000 winners and 5 $5,000 winners. So it's a total of $100,000 in cash prizes, not gift cards, not product, cash prizes that you could do. Someone said I could pay off my car and get ahead in life. Yes, you can. You can do so much with that.
Imagine reaching your goals and paying off your bills, debt, car, home. Like, this is real money, real cash. So
amazing.
We want you all to really just, I know some people are going into it for the cash, but we really want you to focus on your body. Focus on the program, focus on each and every day. Let the results do the talking, and then at the end, you could be chosen as one of the winners, right? So read those descriptions, but before I get into that, if you have any questions, go ahead and start dropping those in the chat. We'll answer some of your questions, but I know people are gonna ask, so what is the difference? Okay, real quick. If you're doing it as a one-time purchase on Solin, right, you'll have access to those 2 programs. It's a one-time purchase. It's not a subscription. You have access to those 2 programs. They will have a community feed. You will have a nutrition guide and the training guide. So you have everything within that you need for the challenge. If you're doing this on the Juice and Toya app, think of it of more of an exclusive experience. This is a subscription base. So you can get the annual or you can do monthly, but we're gonna be doing live streams. We're giving out weekly prizes, okay? We're giving out weekly prizes every single week. We're gonna do some live streams where you can work out with us and you can have the opportunity to also message us. We have people messaging us. I think we got like 50 messages this morning that we got back to. We've been working hard to get those messages back to you, but also you get access to all of our other programs, workouts. You get the recipes, the nutrition, literally everything else in the app. You also get the community feed as well. And we're gonna open up some times for you to book consultations with us. So specifically, the consultations are for people who really just want some information. If you have some real one-on-one time, we have 15 and 30-minute slots that we'll have open, and you can book with us to really just help you out with your goals. And the consultations we've done in the past has been very helpful for a lot of people. It just kind of gets rid of all of just the questions that they've had and all of the information they've struggled with over time, and we just give you some straightforward information. So if that interests you, we highly recommend jumping on the app. It'll be well worth it. And then if you win some cash, or one of those prizes, it's a great investment. Absolutely. So that's pretty much the quick difference.
Yes. Let's see. Can you talk about the pictures? Yes. So the photos, that's a good question. So on Solin and on the app, this is how you will submit your photos. And I will say for both platforms, photos are optional. So you do not have to submit photos to participate in the challenge. On Solin, prizes will be chosen based on photos. So if you would like to win the grand prizes on Solin, then yes, you need to submit photos. On Playbook, we will be doing weekly prizes that are not based on before and afters, but the grand prizes will be based on photos. So Think of your before and after though as more than just weight loss. We have had people that have won our challenges and they lost 2 pounds. The reason is you see difference in posture, you see difference in muscle mass. We're not just looking at who lost the most weight here, right? There's so much.
We've seen people build crazy muscle in 6 weeks.
And we can also see how many workouts you've completed. So the people that have won the challenges have also always been the most consistent, where exactly what he said, the work speaks for itself. If you do the work and you stay consistent, the results speak for themselves. So again, they are optional. You can participate in this challenge and not care about the grand prize and just want to have a program to follow to get a first start on a kickstart on your health. So again, they are completely optional. However, if you are submitting photos, this is very important. First, we do want you to hold a sign. And when I say sign, this is just a piece of paper. Literally, the piece of paper needs to say, just hold it like that. Yep. Stand up if they can see you. So when you're, no, stand up.
Okay.
When you're holding it, hold it just like that. Yep, so it's away from your body, it's not covering your stomach, it's not, and then just like that, yep, you can hold it in your hand, exactly. So the reason that we want you to do this, we want you to do it with your name, first start, and the date you are taking the photo. This is because, believe it or not, we have had people submit photos from prior challenges. And so think about it, let's say you use a photo from 2 years ago, right? And then you've lost a lot of weight since then, and then now that difference can be drastic,
and honestly,
right?
and to be honest with you too, I'm a master in Photoshop, and I can see if you Photoshop as well. I do this for a living.
It's wild the things we've gotten.
We've gotten some crazy stuff. So like, just let's be honest. Be honest with yourself.
Yes.
Submit some just honest photos, and let's just be happy about your progress.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The sign is just for that. So you'll hold the sign, and we need to see top of the head to bottom of the feet. We've gotten some submissions that are literally selfies or like just a picture in the mirror. We can't really see the progress with that, right? So top of the head, bottom of the seat. We need full body from the front, from the side, and a back. If you don't have someone to take the photo for you, just set up your camera on a windowsill, on a tripod, on your desk, prop it up behind a cup, and just put the photo on timer, or even take a video and then screenshot if you need to. Make it work
just
for
take
you.
the best photos you can to just really allow us to see your progress. And then keep in mind as well, all of these photos are like, we will not be shared. So they're just, we won't be the only ones looking at these photos, especially if you're submitting for prizes. And they won't be shared unless you can toggle on or off if you want your progress to be shared. So at the end of the challenge, you're proud of your progress and you want us to share and really just be a testimonial, you'll have the option to do that as well.
Exactly. So that's a good question if you are submitting progress photos.
Sure. Does it work for all ages? Yes, unless you're like 8 years old or a baby.
How are winners selected? Fat loss, muscle gain. So again, there are all types of, there's not one specific thing we're looking for. There is fat loss, there is muscle gain. We're looking at consistency, completion of workouts. Some of the prizes will straight up tell you what we're looking for. So we might say, hey, we're gonna be posting community posts, answer questions in the community this week, and we'll choose a winner.
And might I add, we've also had people in the past send us the change in their blood work. So when they go to the doctor and they've shown like how much their blood work has changed, how much healthier they are. They might not have like seen any crazy results fat loss wise or weight loss wise, but they're just a lot healthier. We've seen people just literally send us a 6-week report of how everything has changed. So that's huge. That's what this is about. Like, it's much more than just the physical. Just, we want to remind you that it's all about just becoming a healthier version of you. So
absolutely.
That's a good question.
Another good question, can you recommend dumbbell range for each exercise in circuit training? So the answer is no, because it literally from 5 pounds to 100 pounds, right?
In some of the videos, she's using 15s and I'm using 50s.
Yes, so, and then it's also like in those videos where I'm using 15s, I would probably use 35s or 40s, and he might use 60s, right? The circuit training is where you kind of learn what you need, because what I want you to think about, instead of thinking about what weight number should I be starting with, think about, can I do these reps? So if it says 3 sets of 10 squats and you can only do 5 squats, your weight is too heavy. If you can do 15 squats, the weight is too light. So think about that as you're going through. Yeah, you'll just get started with the weight. Like start with what you know. If you know, like I can squat with 15, start there and see how the reps play out.
And might I add, he's having a grand time, y'all. I'm gonna add this. Week 1 is the most important week of the program because that's where you're gonna assess where you are weight-wise, right? So we really encourage you to write down your weights, even if you're doing a follow-along.
Yep.
Write down the weights that you're using, and then you can kind of progressively overload. So there will be some repeat weeks. So week 1 and 3 are pretty much identical because we want you to challenge yourself to go heavier in weights, and we want you to feel like you've done this exercise before, you've done this workout before. How can I challenge myself to go heavier? Same thing with week 2 and 4. They're going to be pretty similar so that you can go up in weight. Weeks 5 and 6 are going to be pretty much 8 videos that are all different, right? So that's pretty much the structure of the program, but we just want to give you an idea of that so that you know how to kind of progressively overload those weights. So week 1, really make note of each exercise, what weights that you're using. That way you can challenge yourself later in the program.
Yep, this is another good question I want to answer. The workouts always say 40 minutes, but no matter how slow I go, I never make that time. I wish that we could take this off the app because every challenge, you are 100% correct. So many people think they have to hit 40. Do not aim for that time. And if it takes you longer, ignore the time. Ignore it on every single workout. And I wish we could take it off because if I saw that, I would aim for that time too. And it's not there for you to aim as a time. It's more of like a, how long will this workout take me? And the reason I say I wish we could take it off is because in the workout, most of them you'll see 3 or 4 sets. Some people are doing 5 sets. If I'm doing the circuit, I'm going 4 to 5 sets on most of them. So it might take me 45 minutes to an hour. We don't want you to let the time dictate your workout. If you're going through the circuit and it takes you 30 minutes and you feel like you pushed yourself, you used good weight, then that's wonderful, right? There's no, when it comes to circuit training, there is no set time because someone else might do it and they need longer rest periods or they're using heavier weight. So that's a really good question. I'm glad you brought that up. Ignore the time on every single circuit training workout and focus on the workout. That's it. Yeah.
And also, even on the follow along, some of the workouts, we're gonna encourage you to do them again.
And repeat,
because think about it, like a lot of our workouts are no repeat, but in like realistically, if you're gonna see some great results, you have to get that stimulus, right? You got to do them for multiple sets and reps. So some of the workouts, the follow-along workouts will be anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes. So if it's a 20-minute video and you want to add a set, you can just add one of those sets and make it a 30-minute video, or you can add repeat it and make it a 40-minute video. We highly encourage the more stimulus you get out of each workout, the better. But again, tailor this to your specific needs. If a workout says 3 sets and it's taking you a long time, you can lower the sets. Everything's going to be provided in the guide, but that's just an example. Don't feel like you have to exceed or match the time. It's going to be different for everybody.
Absolutely. What equipment should we have? Dumbbells is the only equipment required. We have had people say, can I do it at the gym and use other pieces of equipment? You absolutely can. So if you have kettlebells, barbells, and you want to throw those in there, absolutely you can. But dumbbells is the only thing that you need to complete the program.
For sure. Some people are mentioning some of the days in the app. Keep in mind, we released them, but these are still loading. So that the challenge doesn't start until Monday. Some things are going to be tweaked and fixed. There might be some bugs going on. This is why we drop it early, to get all the bugs out so that Sunday and Monday you're ready to rock. So
everything will be ready to go for you.
Keep in mind, some things are still loaded up. And then again, look out for that guide in the next couple of days. That should be dropped in there as well. And then thoroughly read over that, because that's going to basically provide all the information you need to really attack the challenge accurately. So.
I think we're froze again. I think we're frozen, but hopefully you can still hear. I know last time you could still hear. The photo submission deadline is by end of day, Monday, January 5th. So by the end of day of Yes, okay, perfect. Is the Fresh Start program only available through the app, or can I do it on your website? So unfortunately, both are mobile apps, so they're not available on the website. But if you do like to have your phone off in the morning, what I recommend is, especially if you're doing the circuit training program, you can look at the workout for the next day and just write it down like on a piece. and then that way you can just complete the workout in the morning, and then once you do turn your phone on, you can just go back in, put in your weights that you use, and then complete the workout that way too. Let's see, do you do the exercise at any time of the day? What time zone? So the program is live for you to do whenever you're able to work out. So we have people, as you can see in the chat, like all over the world. So these aren't like a live, it's not like a live, hey, every day at 8 a.m. The workout is whenever you are able to do your workout. So, which brings me, someone else asked, do you have to do it like day 1 through 4? We recommend doing them in order, but it doesn't need to be Monday through Thursday. So if day 1 is Monday, day 2 Tuesday, day 3 Thursday, and day 4 Saturday, you can do them whatever fits your schedule. But we do recommend keeping them in order, especially the circuit training, just how they're programmed.
Okay, sorry we went.
Hey, we made it work. We kept going. We kept going. And then how long are the workouts? Again, the circuit training, it's going to take whatever you need. We've had some people say, I only have, let's say 30 minutes to work out in the morning, and sometimes the circuit takes you longer. If you find that's happening, you can shorten one of the sets. So what I usually recommend is the last circuit, which is usually some type of core. Shorten it to 2 sets if you need to, or complete that last circuit later if you need to as well. For sure. And when it comes to the follow along, I believe the longest workout is 30 minutes, and the follow along,
it's like 35 minutes.
Yes, unless you're repeating a cardio workout that's 20 minutes, that might take you, honestly, it might only take you 35 because you could just skip the warm up. But no follow along day should take you more than 40 minutes.
For sure, but again, highly encourage you to repeat. I mean, we do it all the time. We're gonna do a workout today and going to repeat it just because of the length. So if you're someone who likes to work out for 45 to 60 minutes, definitely feel encouraged to work out. And I think some of the follow along workouts, none of the workouts exceed more than 2 sets anyway. So if you want to add another set, you can go back, or you can add another 2 sets and make it 4 sets. Again, as always, we say this, make it work for you. So.
Yep, and then on Solin, you submit your pictures when you sign up. And again, none of them are shared unless you give permission to share.
And nobody else in the challenge will be able to see your photos.
Yep.
They are shared privately.
Yep,
So.
and make sure you're doing it when you sign up. We've had people post them, you might see people post them in the community, and that's because they want to share them. So we've had people say, oh, I saw people post in the community, do I need to do that? Absolutely not. If you want to, some people are just like, hey, here's my day 1, hold me accountable. You are more than welcome to share them in the community as well. But again, when you share them, when you sign up, those are private unless you give permission to share.
For sure. So, any more, do you know of a website to calculate macros? I need help with that. Honestly, there are a lot that you can, on Google, you can type in calculate macros, and it'll basically ask you some basic questions about your height, weight, just some of your composition questions, and then it'll ask about your activity level. And then keep in mind, this is going to give you a range, so it's not going to be specifically accurate to you, but it's just a good starting point, and it'll give you some options on how to choose what macro breakdown works for you. So there's no one. We always tell people we don't recommend doing a specific one like 40, 30, 30 or whatever. You're just gonna have to kind of figure out what works for you. Her macro breakdown is completely different than my macro breakdown. So we will be doing you a disservice to give you a specific breakdown. But if you're looking to get into macros, there are macro calculators that you can find on Google that'll help you out with that.
Yep, and then my fat is concentrated in my waist area. What is your advice? So you can't spot reduce body fat. So I can't say like do more crunches or do more side bends. It's just gonna be coming from a loss of body fat. And unfortunately, for some people, the body fat comes from other areas before it comes from the waist, and you just gotta keep losing body fat. I'm one of those people, I'll lose body fat in my arms first, then my face, then my legs, then my waist. And as you're losing body fat, eventually it's gonna have to come from your waist. So it's one of those things where you can't, and I know that's a big question when it comes to these challenges, is like, I usually just wanna focus on my stomach. What do I do for that? And you can't, unfortunately, just focus on that area. My advice is focus on losing body fat overall, and it'll eventually
Everybody
come
loses
from there.
and gains body fat differently. So another great question. I just saw it and I lost it.
How to increase weight.
Yeah,
yes,
so
that's
real
a good
quick,
one.
so progressive overload. I know a lot of people have questions about progressive overload, and it's basically how it sounds. You're progressively overloading your weight as you go throughout a program. So this program is 6 weeks long. That's why I said week 1 is the most important, because you really want to write down and make note of.
It's frozen again. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. It might be this cord.
The cord.
I don't know.
Let's try this again. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
So sorry, y'all.
Okay, you can still hear. I'll continue. When it comes to progressively overloading, that's a really good question. How to increase your weight, your reps, your sets, and when to do it. Mostly what we would look for is, like I mentioned earlier, if you are, look at your target reps. If it says 3 sets of 10 reps and you're able to do 20, that weight is too light. If you're only able to do 5, that weight is too heavy. You want to get to 10 to where like reps 9 and 10 are challenging. Think like, yes, yep. And so once you get to that point, then you're like, okay, that's a good weight. So then the next time you say, okay, 9 and 10 were challenging, let me do that for my first set, see how that feels. Then that second set, you might only go up 5 pounds because it was still challenging, right? If that 5 pounds increase is too challenging, you can only do 5, you're going back to that prior weight.
Correct.
So you're really just looking at your reps. If you don't have heavier weight, this is where you add an extra set first. First add an extra set. If you go to add too many reps, you might be changing it to a cardio workout from a strength workout.
For sure.
And so the other thing in adding an extra set, let's say you're like, I got through this circuit and I have 10 extra minutes to spare. Add another set. Do another set really quick. Where I wouldn't add more sets or reps is if you are very fatigued after that, right? And you're noticing like, I barely got through that set, your sets are great. Leave them there. If you notice you're flying through the sets, then it's time to increase.
Exactly. So that's why we're repeating weeks throughout this program, because we really want you to try to progress. So let's say on week 1, you finish one set with 15-pound weights. You'll want to start at 15 pounds and you can progress through the set like she said. So you might end up in week 3 finishing with 25 pounds. So then you'll be able to see after week 3, like, wow, I jumped up from starting with 10-pound weights and I finished with 25-pound weights, right? We see a lot of people increase a lot of strength over the course of time. And honestly, don't be afraid to push yourself. And don't be afraid to fail. I do it every time I go to the gym. I kind of bite off a little bit more than I can chew, but we rather you try to go heavier within your means than just be scared to go up and not really try to push yourself to your full potential. So again, every day matters. Really try to push yourself with each workout. Is only about 30 minutes of workouts a day. So really try to take advantage of that at a time.
Yep, and then I saw someone ask about going back to upload your photos. I'm not 100% sure on Solin. I'm sure there is a way, I just don't know visually how to tell you how to get there. So I would reach out to support on Solin. On the app, if you've already signed up and you didn't upload, just go back to where you sign up, where it says register, and just go to edit submission. But on Solin, I would reach out to support and just tell them that you signed up without uploading, because you may need their support to go back. Because I know a lot of times when you upload, they're not mandatory. So some people are uploading, or some people are signing up without them on purpose. So yeah, I would just reach out to support and they'll be able to assist you in that.
Last few questions. This is a big one we're gonna get. If you do left or right and it's 10 reps, is it 5 and 5 or 10 and 10? Great question. So if there's a specific exercise, especially within the circuit training, where you see us physically doing one side, you're gonna do that amount of reps for both sides. So we have a lot of people who are like confused. If it's like 8 reps, they're like, do I do 4 and 4, 8 and 8? If it's a single side exercise, you're gonna do that for both sides. If that makes sense. If you see us alternating, then that's the total amount of reps. So if I'm doing alternating lunges, right, and it says 12 reps, you're gonna do 12 total reps, not 12 on each side. That makes sense. And
when in doubt, always do more. And we've also had people say, oh, I did 10 on the left and 10 on the right, and it's only 3 sets, so one arm doesn't get work. So then you know, oh, actually both are 10.
We're gonna work both arms and both legs in this program.
For the same amount of sets,
same amount of sets and reps.
But yeah, if it's alternating, you'll always do total. If it's single side, you'll do the reps per side.
Sure. So,
yay!
I think we answered some good questions today. I'm
really
excited.
Good questions.
But again, everything down in the description. Links to sign up down in the description. If you want to sign up on the Juice and Toya app, remember, you get exclusive access to us. You can ask us any questions that you have. You can even send us videos, photos on your phone form, and we can help you out that way. There will be a community. We're doing live stream workouts and giving out weekly prizes, big prizes. And on the Juice and Toya app, there will be 2 $1,000 grand prize winners. And again, we're not looking for just fat loss results. We're looking for everything. If you want to get your physical done next week and do another checkup and show us your blood work or your results or whatever you got to do to show us some of your progress, that's what we're looking for. And we're also just looking for people who are really engaged in themselves and engaged in the program. So if you want that on the Juice and Toya app, check that down below. You can get 7 days free, but we do have an annual going on right now. Take advantage of the annual before that goes up. You won't get that 7-day free trial, but you will be committed for the year. And we got some fun stuff coming up this year, so it's going to be well worth your money. On Solin, one-time purchase, you will have access to both programs, the community, all of the guides, and you will have a chance to win up to 50,000 USD. I know we have people from all over the world.
It might be converted.
It might be converted. I don't know what it is, but you can win in France, London, Australia. It doesn't matter where you join. You will have access and be able to win that cash.
Absolutely.
So check it out. If you want to sign up for both, honestly, play the lottery. You got a chance to win on both. To be honest with you, we're going to be looking for people who really want to see some great results, and we're excited. So we're going to be doing this right along with you. If you want to do this on the Juice and Toya app, again, we're doing some live stream workouts. They're going to be super fun. You can work out along with us. So everything down in the description.
And lastly, I'll end it with, if you are on the app and you send us a message, say hello, introduce yourself, but on both platforms, the community feed, introduce yourself, say hello. There are so many people in there that will hold you accountable. I saw on the community feed and playbook today where people are like, it's nice to see familiar faces. They remember people doing these challenges because they're reading your posts for inspiration. So don't be afraid to engage in that community. It is so helpful, not just for yourself, but for others as well. So cool.
All right, I'm gonna grab my son. He wants to say hi.
Yay!
Say hi.
Is it lunchtime?
Is it lunchtime?
Yes, it is.
Can you say hi to everybody? Can you say good luck during the challenge?
Say good luck, everybody.
Can you wave? He's like, who am I waving at? I'm not looking at anybody. Can you wave?
Can you wave? I saw Auntie Rara in the chat. Can you say hi, Rara?
Say hi, Rara. He's waved. This is his wave.
This is his wave. Can you blow a kiss for good luck?
Good job.
Can you blow a kiss? Good job. This is good luck. So now everybody will have good luck on the challenge. This is like the best good luck ever.
This is your good luck right here. He's gonna give it to you. So super excited. Jakai saw all the work. Man, we've been working on this since October.
Yep. Like, if you're doing the follow along, you're gonna see his hard work in there too.
Listen, we edited a lot of videos, and then also there are gonna be 8 new videos that you haven't seen. We may or may not drop them on YouTube over time, so you're gonna have exclusive access to all of those videos before anybody else even sees it. So
absolutely.
He's giving you kisses and good luck. We hope y'all have a great weekend. Sign up, tell your friends, tell your family.
Yep, not too late to sign up. Get someone to do it with you, get an accountability partner, and let's have some fun together. We're super excited. We're going to be going live again on Monday as well. So day 1 of the challenge, we'll be going live just to kick things off. But in the meantime, it's lunchtime, and we will see you all on Monday. Message us with any questions in the meantime, but otherwise, let's get started Monday. Bye. Say bye-bye. Wave bye-bye.